You guys see?
Yes,
Okay.
recording now.
Just so you know, as I said, I'm gonna put the link in the chat to watch the DLT training. But if you missed my presentation, it was also very similar to what I did at the CEC. So I'll put the link into that as well.
Okay, thank you, Danielle. Does anybody have any questions for Danielle? Let me see, I don't see any questions in the chat.
Neither do I.
Okay, so then we're going to move on, and at the end, we'll have an opportunity for Q&A. So if you can't ask your question now, we could definitely ask it later. I want to introduce from the Doral Initiative, Nora Oz. And she reached out to President's Council, and she wanted to talk about her organization and say a few things to you all and see if your schools would be interested in her program. Go ahead, Nora. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Francis. Thank you so much for having me. Would you be able to make me co-host? Because I would like to share my screen. I have a short presentation for y'all.
Esther, can you make her co-host?
Yes, hold on.
Hold on. Danielle has to make me co-host or make Nora co-host.
I think I took over this whole meeting. I don't know how to. I did that. What happened?
No, because when I made you host, I don't know, it disappeared me. I made you co-host, but it didn't.
So now Danielle's in charge. She has the magic
Yeah, but
key.
I can't make anybody else host, can I, Mike?
Yeah, you have to go to right side of that person.
Yeah, look at that.
Go to Nora's box on the right side of her box. I think
Oh, okay.
you can make her co-host.
Nora. And then Francis, are you a co-host?
No,
All right, make Francis a co-host or the host.
I'm just a participant right now.
Yeah, Esther the host. And then make Francis.
No, Esther's got to do it.
All right. Esther, now you got to do it to Francis because I did it to you. All right, we're ready.
All right, excellent. The life on Zoom. Okay, can everyone see this?
Yes, we could see it.
Awesome. I unfortunately cannot see y'all now. So if you have any comments or anything happen, please hold off, or if you raise hands, I cannot see you right now. So thank you.
I will help you with that, Nora.
Thank you so much, Francis. First thing, you can't spell Doral without do. And the do for Doral comes from all of you. The Doral Doer Way, we start off with community, and our community starts with families, and we are enriching and reaching out to families in our communities to support our citizen artists through the arts in order to reach a higher academic achievement. And that is the Doral Doer Way. So for that, we need to support the whole citizen artist. And for Doral, that is starting with families, that's starting with community, that's starting with neighborhoods, and then investing in our families and all shapes and forms that they come through, and then supporting our schools, which is why I'm here this evening, because we would like to bring Doral to our schools in order to support the different students of District 25. And something that I love on your website is about having strong roots and being very invested in that and making sure to support all of the different branches that make up communities. And that's also what Doral is about. Our mission at Doral Initiative is to empower young citizen artists to tell their stories and transform their communities. Our original mantra was love through art. So it's taking the love and the passion that our citizen artists have for themselves, for their families, for their cultures, and putting it in their art in order to reach something greater, especially in their communities. The vision for Durrell initiative is to focus on and empower underestimated and overlooked communities who are too often forgotten. And that's a whole aspect of that whole citizen artist. We are building a community of doers, bred from diversity and opportunity that respectfully includes every young leader with the teachings of love, a beautiful coalition of change. And that's the energy we want to bring to District 25. This is your doer board, which includes our executive director and founder, Tariq Durrell. This is your doer leadership. And this is your doer staff. We have different coordinators for each of our 4 programs, which I'm about to go over right now. And this is some of our wonderful citizen artists who have been putting things together and dancing. These are some of our doer parents, because they are an integral part of this community, because without parents, without all of the community, Durrell, we can't even do our job, because our parents entrust us with their citizen artists so that we can create this beautiful world together. And by doing that together, we have been able to have program during the pandemic on Zoom and reaching all of these different citizen artists, creating together in that virtual space to now being able to create together in a physical space in schools while still being safe. Our in-school arts drill is an interdisciplinary arts program. We're focused on creating conscious artists, citizen artists who are aware of their autonomy and aware of the stories that they have and their voices, and are using that in order to make a change for themselves and their community. But awareness is where we start within school. Our second program is our Saturday Arts program. This is a more experiential program. It's about the community artists using their experiences to influence their art and understanding how their experiences can collaborate with others in order to impact their community. So they're making projects, they're seeing problems, and they're trying to find a way to solve them. Our after school arts drill is about exploring, and it's still that interdisciplinary arts. So this is for our citizen artists who have learned about dance and drama and media, and they want to get those specific technical skills. So they're exploring the artistry, they're exploring the technique, and still keeping with that autonomy and understanding how it affects them as individuals. Our fourth program is our Summer Arts Drill. This is an intensive, free 4-week training program for pre-professional artists. These are our citizen artists who have gone through in-school, gone through after school or Saturday, and have decided, I want to do something with this. I want to make this art my life. I want to take this skill that I've learned and impact not only my community, but the world through education, through advocacy, and through my art. And they get a chance to train with professionals, to get a sense of branding, to get a sense of being more than even what they thought they could be, because we want to inspire this whole citizen artist by tapping into communities, tapping into our cultures, tapping into their voices, pushing it through this artistry to reach a higher academic achievement. This is Durrell Initiative, and this is what we want to bring to District 25, and we hope that we can work with you to make this happen, and we together can put the do in Durrell.
Thank you, Nora.
Thank you so much.
That was great. Does anybody have any questions for Nora and what she presented?
And I can also send a one-pager of just a couple of facts and information if anyone would like that. Would it be best if I send it to the DC 20, the email, which we do have?
You can send it there, and if you can put something in the chat, like a PDF
Yes.
of that one sheeter, or put your website and information so that people know to get a hold. I mean, I always feel like arts programs. I'm a big advocate for art programs. I feel that when children are mentally sound with expression, they can actually learn better, right? So
Yes.
they have found an outlet to let out their stress, whether it's poetry, whether it's writing, whether it's just creating a play, acting, singing, dancing, and it's just an outlet. And I know as a child it helped me a lot, especially when my grandfather passed away, and I had all these emotions and feelings, and I didn't know what to do with it, and I didn't know how to let them out, and I started writing poetry. And then from there I started writing songs, and it was just a therapy for me, and I still use it till this day. So I think that it's very important, arts, because we go through anxieties and stress, and arts is number one in my book. So I think that schools out there need after school programs, or in-house residencies are good, where the artist comes into your school and either they do a dance program, poetry, or something. And I think that if you're looking for ways to spend your money, definitely the best way is to spend it on our kids. So thank you, Nora. So if you put your
Thank you so much,
information, Nora
Francis.
has put her information in there. Any questions, you can reach out to her. If you want to find out more information about the programs that they do and see how they can fit into your school, definitely reach out. Thank you, Nora. Oh, hey, Esther, Stephanie wants us to turn on the captions. Hold on, Stephanie, because Lewis is not here today, so
No, let me see.
I'm trying to see.
I'm trying to turn them on. Hold on a second. On my end, it says they're enabled, so I don't know.
Yeah, make me a host, Esther. I'll do it.
Hold on a second.
Then I'll give it back to you.
All right.
Okay. See if that's working. Is it working? Is it working?
Yeah, it's
There we
working
go.
now.
Okay.
How come on mine says it's act and it doesn't? Oh, okay. I have to check into that. All right.
Have to have the magic touch, Esther.
Danielle has the magic
I am
touch.
fancy. I am
Yeah.
fancy. All right, I'm making you a host again.
I
Nora
don't have the touch. You do so.
Nora says, we are also currently enrolling for our summer registration. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Thank you, Nora. So now we have a special guest, and you all know her. I mean, most of you will know her. And she's going to actually take us on a mindful meditation exercise tonight. So I want to pass the floor to our one and only lovely Rashmi.
Thank you, Francis. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Francis, and the PTA board. So I'm going to do a small 3 to 5 minutes, not more than that, about a session of a preview of a mindfulness session. So we all know about exactly what mindfulness is. It's about paying attention, but it's not just about paying attention. It's about paying attention in a purposeful, in a forceful, or like forcing our mind to do things in a certain way. And it really, in the day and age we are living, there's so many things going around. I thought this will be a great opportunity to help the kids, to help moms, dads, and our community with something that I have been doing it with my family for multiple months. And it has helped me and it has helped my kids a lot. So I speak from experience. So what we're going to do is you're going to just follow my instruction. This session will be about concentrating the breathing in and breathing out, how the air is going from your toes all the way to your brain as you're breathing in. And as you're breathing out, the air is going back out to the toes to the earth, and you're visualizing that funnel that is carrying the air in and out of your body. So before we do that, I hope you guys are all there. I know the camera is off, but just take this 3 minutes just for yourself. in the whole day time. Just take this 3 minutes just for yourself. And I know it's going to help. So we're going to stretch. We're going to stretch our body. We're going to make sure we are all relaxed. We are going to stretch our neck. We're going to roll our shoulders. And please be respectful to your body. You do as your body wants you to. Don't stretch your muscles harder than it should be stretched. Stretch your arms. Okay. Now it will start with take a deep breath in, and with the sound, breathe out. We'll leave our eyes open, something like this. We'll do it 2-3 times just to release that tension out of our body. So let's do it together. Now close your eyes and you will follow the instructions. You follow me how I'm doing it, and we're going to try to visualize the passage of air as it's going in our body from the earth and going back to the earth. Make yourself in a very comfortable position, whether you're sitting on the floor or on the chair. You are relaxed. As you're breathing in, we'll try to breathe in at the count slowly, and you'll count 7. And by the time 7th number, the air reaches the brain. And then at the same 7 times 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it goes out. If you're not able to do 7, do 5, do 3, but it's the same number of times you're taking the air in and taking the air out. Okay, we start now. Breathe in. And with your mind eyes, visualize the air going in through your toes, all the way to your navel, to your heart, your throat, to the center of your eyes, into the brain, and you're breathing out in the same passage. Breathe in. Breathe out. If the mind starts to wander, bring it back to your breathing as you're breathing in and out. Breathe in. Feel the coolness of the air going in your body. All the way to your brain, and breathe out. Breathe in. Let the air touch the parts of your body. Feel relaxed. Breathe out. Breathe in. If there is any tension, any part of the body that's tense, just focus on that. Breathe in and breathe out. Do it as slow as you can. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your mind is focused on the air going in your body And then it's going out back to the earth. Breathe in. We're going to do this for a few seconds. Do it at your own pace. Focus on the air going inside, touching your body from inside, going through a passage. Feel the coolness in your brain, and the air goes there. And as you're breathing out, you're giving out all the positive energy to the earth. You're breathing in, you're taking the positive energy from the earth in your body, all the way to your brain. And you're breathing out the peace. No judgment. If the mind starts to wander, don't judge it. Just bring it back to breathing in and breathing out. We'll do it 3 more times slowly, and then 3 times at your own pace. The air is going all the way to your brain. And then you're breathing out slowly. Following the same passage, you choose your passage. Breathe out. Air is going back in. Breathe in. All the way from your toes to your navel, to your heart, throat, center of the eyes, in your brain, and breathe out. As you're doing it, just hear the sound of your breathing. Just concentrate on the air going in with full of energy and breathing out. Now take your palm, rub it so that it becomes warm. Put it in front of your eyes. Open your eyes in your palm. Just breathe in and out at your own pace, and then open your eyes when you feel like it. And take your palms down. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashmi. I fell asleep a little bit. You got me. I thought my Alexa was on.
That's the idea, to relax.
I was. It was pretty relaxing.
Keep going. What?
Did you
Yeah.
like it, Esther?
Yeah, I was like relaxing, you know?
I was too relaxed. I said, "Oh God, I can't fall asleep. Rashmi's gonna put me to sleep." No, no, Rashmi.
Francis just woke me up. I was sleeping.
Awesome, Danielle. See, I'm telling you, it took me a long time, but it works. And just
No, but you have a
dedicate.
great voice for that, Rashmi. I really felt like my Alexa has a
A
sleep.
competition now?
No, she has a sleep buddy that
Oh,
so yeah, that was pretty nice. And sometimes we don't get a chance to just sit and do that.
Exactly.
So I think
Exactly.
that's what's most important, to just connect with ourselves and just to refocus and to know and just to remember what's really important. So thank you, Rashmi, for that.
Thank you. I'll put my email address there if anybody wants me to come on any of their PTA sessions and give this session. Usually I would prefer it to be 15-20 minutes, but I know it's not practical for these meetings. So 3 to 5 minutes would be good.
Okay, so just put your information on the
Sure.
chat. Nora, there was a question for you. Hold on one second. How does this get launched to someone's school, your program, and what is like an estimate budget for it?
So the process for it getting launched is you would email myself and my in-school coordinator, Kenise, in terms of your interest. And then myself and our executive director, Tariq, would meet with the principal of the school, have a conversation on scheduling, the expectations of the program, things that you want, if there are already art teachers in the school to kind of like coordinate in terms of their projects and what their schedule is so that it can all be together. Because we want to make sure that we're embedded in the community and the culture that's in the school while bringing something new. And once we have that conversation and it is, and we find that it's a good fit, then our fundraising coordinator would send the invoice for the program. Currently for a full year, so that's from September to June, our program is amounted to 25,000, but that can be covered by different grants and things that from the state and from the city. Our fundraising coordinator is very versed in that, so she would support schools if they need support with that. That is how our schools that we're currently partnering with have been able to pay for the program. And that would be the whole process pretty much. And
Does
then
your,
once that's settled,
yeah, does your organization write the grants for the schools?
no, we leave that up to the principals. But we
Oh.
do not mind like giving advice and support. Our fundraising associate, she can like give advice on like where to go and how to and help with any like terminology if that's required, but we leave that up to the principals to work out how to get those funds.
Now, what if they didn't want it for 1 year, but wanted it for 8 weeks? Is that something your organization does?
The most that we do would be then like half the school year, which would be would not be as much in terms of payment, and that would run usually from like January to June. So if they don't want the full year, our secondary option is from January to June if they are interested, and we would then discuss what date they would like that to start, because you know we're coming off vacation, so you might need like the transition time. So what dates they would like that to start, and then how it ends, and coordinating, of course, with end of the school activities, testing, and things of that nature.
And how many teaching artists for the year? If you, let's say school did do half a year or a full year, how many?
We have 2 coaching artists, artistic coaches, how we say it, one for drama, one for dance. And then they usually collaborate together as well, because we like to have an end of the year showing of what the citizen artists have been putting together, or whatever that project may be that the citizen artist came to. So currently in one of our schools, they're putting together a podcast. So they're going to like find a way to kind of present this podcast that's about their thoughts and concepts and like their interactions and like coming back from pandemic and being in their school and things of that nature. So we like to have the students guided while still teaching them different skills and new sets that they can get to learn.
Okay, thank you, Nora. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Nora, great presentation, and thank you, Rashmi, great presentation as well. And she had to go now. She left her information in the chat. At this time, I just want to open it up for Esther. Do you have any updates for us?
I just wanted to share really quickly, Barbara Marsasak, who does testing, was supposed to come, but she couldn't make it today. She just wanted me to share the websites where parents could go ahead, the DOE website where parents could go ahead and get information in regards to the guidelines in preparation for the test. I'm going to go ahead and put the link on the chat. So you guys could go ahead and there you go. If you go ahead and open that, that's just the the page to the Department of Education, and it's the student preparation guide for the upcoming tests, and you could go ahead and read everything that you need to know about the upcoming tests. And you know, from grades 3 to 8, etc., all the way, and it gives you just more detail. So, and it gives you the testing dates and everything else that you need to know. She's sorry she could not attend today. However, she had another commitment. So she sent me that link. Make sure you go ahead and share it with all your parents at your next PTA meeting. And that's it on my end. Other than that, we would like to invite everybody to the next Community Education Council meeting, which will take place on, give me 1 second, on April the 6th. And then our next meeting will be Monday, Monday, April 25th. That's it on my end. If anybody has any questions.
Any questions? I think Rashmi put them to sleep.
Yeah, everybody's sleeping. Relax.
So I just want to say certain things to look out for now. Every 3 years, your bylaws have to be updated. And right now, there's a lot of new verbiage about the hybrid meetings and virtual transactions for PTAs. So it's a good time now to go to the actual DOE website and download the bylaws, the template, and actually just compare them and put in, you know, whatever you have in your bylaws in there and kind of update them. So that way you can, right now in our school, we have an audit, not an audit, a bylaw committee, where we just have a couple of members just reading it and making, you know, certain corrections. And then we then present it to the, our general PTA, and then let them know the changes. And then in the next meeting, we'll vote it all in. And then after we finish, we send it to Esther and she files it. So every 3 years, you have to do that. And it's a great time to know if you need to make co-positions, right? Because sometimes I see bylaws that have a co-president, but they don't have co-recording secretary. And it's like, well, you should have all of them then, if that's the case, you know? So that's a good opportunity to do that. And you can present all the changes on one sheet and then just, you know, do that. It takes 2 meetings to update and amend your bylaws. Any questions about the bylaws? Anyone have any question not having to do with anything, just about their PTA in general? At this time, people are getting ready for their elections coming up in May or June, right? So you can start talking and recruiting parents. Kindergarten parents or pre-K parents are great to recruit. And you could start your nominating committees. Anybody who is graduating out is a great candidate to be on the nominating committee, since they're not going to be running for that year. You can ask them and just kind of recruit parents so that when your PTA elections come, you kind of know, or at least have parents present to have a quorum and to run a great election.
Somebody, all right.
I just admitted them.
Somebody was in the waiting room.
Any questions, anyone? We're gonna have a short meeting tonight.
No.
Well, my email is in the chat. So whoever needs it, or if you have any questions, Esther and I will always try to get you an answer within 24 hours. If it's something that we cannot answer, we will try to get that answer for you. We're here to support you. We appreciate you as parent leaders, and we appreciate all the work that you do for our district. So thank you. And I don't know, no one has any questions on anything. Everything is going so well then this year in the PTAs. We're rocking it out, Esther.
All right.
25.
5, give you 5. Hey, there you go. There you go. Good
All right.
night. It's PS 25. People are just saying good night on the chat.
Oh, good night. All right, so at this point, it's 7:22. If there's no other questions, I'm going to, I need a motion to adjourn this meeting. Can someone unmute themselves or raise their hand to motion?
This is Antonella from IS 25.
Hi, Antonella.
PTA President, I motion to adjourn the meeting.
Thank you so much, Antonella. So it's 7:22. Thank you all for coming. Esther and I will remain on the line for anyone who wants to talk to us about anything. Thank you, and thank you again. Have a great night.
Have a great night, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank